Hey everyone, welcome to Tiki Rick Adventures. Thank you for joining me today. We're gonna go into Disney California Adventure and try the rest of the Halloween food. Yes, I'm finally going to be done with the Halloween foodie guy, at least trying all the new food, not the repeated food from last year. And then we're gonna go to World of Disney. There is a hodgepodge of new merchandise, just a bunch of random new merchandise at World of Disney. So we're gonna go there afterwards and check all that out too. So let's get this started. There are only a couple of items that I haven't tried from the Halloween foodie guide. I tried everything that's new at Disneyland already, and I put out the top 15 of my favorites. If you watched that video, I appreciate it. But yeah, that was all just Disneyland. So we're gonna finish up at DCA today. There's just a couple of new items. The number one item that I haven't tried that I'm really looking forward to is the fried Snickers bar at Award Wieners. So we're definitely gonna go there today. I also have to try that Hawaiian roll with the cream cheese and the jalapenos in it. I love Hawaiian rolls, so I'm sure that's gonna be delicious. I also love jalapenos. Pickled jalapenos are one of my favorite foods, so I think that's gonna be good. That's just at the outdoor vending cart. I know that's in Paradise Garden Grill, the cart over there, so we're gonna try that by Goofy Sky School. And while I'm over there, I also wanna try the Oogie Boogie Cookie that came out. It's just a sugar cookie, I think. Disney sugar cookies are not that great usually. I think that's at the cart that's across from Goofy Sky School. So we're gonna stop there on the way to get the cream cheese bread rolls, and we're gonna try both those items out together. Then we're gonna try Award Wieners after that, and then we're gonna go to World of Disney. There's a lot of random items that came out at World of Disney recently. Some Halloween items. Halloween is coming up very shortly, but there are still some Halloween items that are gonna be coming out. It's really odd that they waited till the last minute to release all the Halloween merchandise, and Veterans Day is coming up in November. I think there's a few Veterans Day items, some military themed items that we're gonna look at too. And it is very hot today. It's 85 degrees. October is such a weird month because just a few days ago on Tuesday, it was raining and it was really cold actually. It was very chilly and it poured rain. I noticed on the way here, I saw Mount Baldy had snow on it. So that snowstorm and rainstorm that happened on Tuesday passed very, very quickly. And now we're back to the hot summer type days today. Fall is such a weird time, especially October. November will cool down a lot at Disneyland, but October is really hot still. Today is roasting out here. It's 85, so hopefully I get some air conditioning in World of Disney, but let's go have some fun. This is gonna be a great day today. This cat is always sleeping in the grapevines lately, and I love it. I am here for it. I always check for her. She is so adorable. I saw her the other day though. I didn't make a vlog, but I came with my family on Wednesday, and I saw her the other day up close finally, and I got her face on video, so here's what she looks like a little bit closer. She was just sitting up, but she was asleep. She was looking very, very adorable. I just love her little face. Right now, she's just taking a nap like she always does. She's got a little bit of shade and a little bit of sun. I noticed she likes the dappled lighting like that, where you get a little bit of both, and she just loves taking her naps during the day. She's so adorable though. Hi, Evelyn. We just always stop by and say hi to her. I think the Oogie Boogie Cookie, and I don't really know anything about it. I think it's just a sugar cookie. I'm just assuming, but I believe it's at this cart right up here, across from the Little Mermaid, right next to the Golden Zephyr. So let's pick that up, and then we'll go get our Jalapeño Cream Cheese rolls after that too. All right, I got the cookie, and now we're gonna go pick up the rolls. It's over here in the Plaza de la Familia, so let's go pick that up next. It is so hot in DCA today. I swear DCA is always a little bit hotter than Disneyland. It is very warm. When you walk through the entire park like I just did over all the blacktop and no shade, it is very warm. But it's a beautiful day too overall. There's a nice breeze, which is awesome. It's pretty darn busy today. It's typical for a Saturday, but it was weird because yesterday the wait times were really, really low for a Friday. And yesterday, hotel guests couldn't even get reservations. Usually if you're a hotel guest, you can always get a park reservation, and there were no tickets for sale either, which was very unusual. So it looked like it was gonna be a super busy Friday yesterday, but the wait times were really low. So I don't know what that's about. It's very unpredictable these days. It's very hard to tell what Disney is doing behind the scenes. Maybe they're saving a lot on labor costs. Who knows what they're doing, but it wasn't too bad of wait times yesterday. Matterhorn was like 20, 30 minutes. I was checking the wait times about every hour, and Matterhorn was always about 20 to 30 minute wait at most, which is really not bad for a Friday. I came on Wednesday with my nieces actually. I came with my family and we didn't film or anything like that. I just wanted to spend the day with them, but the wait times lines were incredibly long, and everything kept breaking down. That has to do a little bit with the wait times too. It makes things a little bit of a longer wait when there's less rides available. About 40% of the rides were broken for extended periods on Wednesday. So we did 2 rides at Disneyland and 2 rides at DCA. It's a little frustrating when that happens because it's a bummer. Like, my family doesn't get to come too often. That was a really big disappointment that day, not being able to do any rides. It just seemed like everything was broken down. I counted 12 rides at Disneyland that were broken down and a lot at DCA also. So it was just weird how the crowds have been lately. Some days have been busy, some days haven't been busy at all. But I got one of my favorite tables here at Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta, and I got 2 treats to try. You can actually order this Oogie Boogie Cookie from the cart that I picked up the cream cheese rolls from too, just so you know. So you can get the cookie at both carts. I didn't have to go to that first cart though. The cookie was $7.75. It's a chocolate chip cookie. I wasn't sure if it was a gingerbread cookie or a sugar cookie. It kind of looked like they're gingerbread cookies actually, but it turns out that it's a chocolate chip cookie. It looks a little dry. What I need to do though is let that defrost. They keep them in the ice cream freezer with all the ice cream. So he said it's very frozen and it'll take a while to defrost. So I'm gonna start with my cream cheese roll since that's hot anyways. I love jalapenos. This one was $9.75, which is a pretty good snack size portion for the price. That's not too bad actually. There's a lot of cream cheese in the middle. There's jalapenos on it. It looks like it's gonna be fantastic actually. I love Hawaiian rolls though. Hawaiian rolls are a big comfort food for me. If I'm just craving something quick and easy and I want some comfort food, I just make a Hawaiian roll ham sandwich because it's delicious. I think they're sweet and savory and just the perfect rolls. There really is no better roll in my opinion than a King's Hawaiian roll. And this has cream cheese, it has jalapenos, which I love. It also has everything bagel seasoning on the top, which is really nice. I think that's gonna be very flavorful. So let's give this a bite. I cut off a piece because this is really messy to just kind of pick up. Ooh, there's a lot of jalapenos. It's not really well distributed, the ingredients. There's a lot of jalapenos in some bites and there's a lot of cream cheese in other bites. And there's also no jalapenos in some bites. So kind of use a fork and a knife and make sure you kind of divvy it all up so that you get even bites. That way you get a little bit of all the ingredients with every scoop there. But let's give this a bite here and try. That's good. I really enjoy that. It's a really nice balance of the creaminess and the tanginess from the cream cheese, the sweetness from the Hawaiian rolls, and the jalapenos are pretty spicy. I eat a lot of jalapenos, but these are definitely a more hot jalapeno. Some jalapenos can be a little more mild and some can be a little more hot just depending where you source them from. These are a little on the hot side, which is really nice. It's got a really good kick, but the cream cheese definitely cuts through that. If you don't like spicy food, obviously don't bother with this. These are more spicy than your typical jalapeno. It's got a really nice kick to it. I'd say they're about a medium hot level and it's really, really good. What I love is that everything bagel seasoning on top. It's like sesame seeds and poppy seeds and dried onions on top. And I don't really see any caraway seeds. Usually everything bagel has caraway seeds, but it looks like just the combination of what I mentioned before. This is really good though. It's pretty filling for $9.75. I think it's salty enough too. It's just a nice treat. I actually enjoy this. I'd get this one again. It's a little hot and a little spicy and heavy for a hot day like today. As you can see, I am sweating because it is a very hot day today, but I would recommend this for a cooler day. This would be a nice comfort food. And I think this one is going to be available until November 13th. So you still have a couple of weeks to get this. I'd recommend this. I'd get this one again. I love Hawaiian rolls and jalapenos, so it's perfect for me. If you like those ingredients, you're gonna like the combination of this though. Try it out. I think you're gonna like it too. Okay, I'm also gonna try the Oogie Boogie Cookie while I'm sitting here. This one is melting everywhere though. You can see it on my fingers. It's getting black food coloring and green food coloring on everything. It is really adorable. I love how they decorated this. It's really fun and festive for the Halloween season. I think this is a really cute one to take pictures of or with if you want. It's just a really nice Instagrammable treat. I'm gonna break off a chunk. I don't know, just looking at it though, it looks like it's gonna be a dry cookie, but I'm gonna try to go into it with an open mind and not judge a book by its cover. You know, let's try it. It could be better than it looks. Oh, it's not just your typical chocolate chip cookie. Look at that. It's actually a double chocolate chip cookie. So it's a chocolate cookie with chocolate chips inside. I don't see a lot of chocolate chips inside, but wow, this is melting quick. I see why they keep it in the freezer. It is getting on everything. Make sure you get a lot of napkins if you're gonna eat this one. I let it defrost for about 15 minutes, and I think that's a perfect amount of time because it feels like it's not frozen anymore at all. So let's give this a bite and try it. For $7.75, that's pretty disappointing. It's just a little dry and it's not very sweet, not really flavorful. It just doesn't taste like a fresh baked cookie. I would definitely stick with the cookies from Harbor Galley. Those are gonna be a much better quality. They're fresher, they're served warm. Those are just much nicer cookies. If you want something to go or something to bring home, this is kind of cute, but it's gonna melt in your backpack if it's a warm day like today. I would go to Jack Jack Cookie Num Nums since that's close by and get a cookie there, or pop into the Grand Californian and get a cookie from the cookie cart. The Linzer cookie wasn't amazing, the Jack Skellington one, but it was better than this. And the Oogie Boogie Macaron inside the Grand Californian was fantastic. So I would recommend that. There's better cookies out there though, for sure. This is not my favorite cookie. I wouldn't really get this one again. I wouldn't recommend it either. Oh, the other one that's pretty good is the chocolate peanut butter, the Oogie Gooey cookie from the cart inside. All those are really close by and those are good options. Or if you're in Disneyland, like I said, go to Harbor Galley and get the hot, fresh chocolate chip cookies or the pumpkin cookies. I like the pumpkin cookies better, but if you like chocolate chip cookies and you want one, go over to Harbor Galley. This one is a skip though for me. It's a big mess. It is really cute. It is really adorable, but it just doesn't taste very good. It's a really plain cookie, kind of what I would expect from an outdoor vending cart here, but at least we gave it a try. I forgot to mention that the guy was bringing these out hot and fresh. Like I got one that was just made, so I think that really helps the quality. I'd imagine if you got one that was sitting at the cart for a while, it wouldn't be nearly as good as this particular one is. I was thinking of doing Little Mermaid for an air conditioning break, but it's a 45-minute wait. You know it's a busy day if Little Mermaid's got a 45-minute wait. That's crazy. So I don't think we're gonna do any rides today. Maybe I'll just go sit in the animation building for a little bit and just get the air conditioning there. Well, 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 look what the cat dragged in. Look who decided to come over to the other side of the vines. I just got some air conditioning in Golden Vine, the little DVC center there. It's just a sales center, but they have a couple seats inside and the air conditioning is usually pretty good in there. So I caught some air conditioning and look who I saw. Little Sweet Paws out here. Look at how adorable she is. When she's awake though and her eyes are open, she just has this grumpy scowl on her face, but she looks so precious and cute with her eyes shut and sleeping. The flies though, I really feel bad. She needs some fly spray, some of that like horse spray they use. It's like citronella and stuff and it keeps the flies off horses. She needs that. Look at her tail twitching. The flies are just always swarming all over her and I feel so bad for her. She must be used to it though. She's a feral kitty and they're used to things that house cats aren't used to. Aw, she is so cute and sweet though. Look at how precious she is, just taking her nap. I'm obsessed with her lately, and she's been here a lot. I've never seen her this frequently, but it seems like the last couple of weeks, she's here every single day now. Now that I've got air conditioning and I'm cooled off, I'm gonna watch the Five and Dime and then we'll grab our deep fried Snickers bar. But I love watching the Five and Dime, especially with the Halloween music, so let's do that next.
Much to do. I might just make a special batch of snake and spider stew. And don't you know the one thing that would make it work so nice? Oh, roly poly Santa Claus had a little spice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm the Oogie Boogie Man.
This part of DCA doesn't look as busy, but that was a lot of fun watching the Five and Dime. Now we're gonna go to Award Wieners and pick up our dessert. It's always a great day at Disney, especially when you get to watch the live entertainment. That was so good watching the Five and Dime today. I'm so glad I caught them. I picked up my mobile order from Award Wieners, and I feel very accomplished because this is the last new food item from the new Halloween foodie guide. Obviously, there's items from last year and years before, but they labeled what was new and what wasn't, and I tried every single new item, I think. Pretty much every single item. There's a couple that I skipped, like there was a hot pickle, but I'm pretty sure it's just one of those pickles in the bag, and that's over at, where was that at? Angry Dogs, surprisingly. But I think that's just like a pickle in a pouch, which I've had at the grocery store many times, so I like spicy pickles, and the spicy pickles at Disneyland are pretty darn good. But since I've tried that before and you can get them outside the parks, I kind of skipped over a couple of items like that. But I think I tried like 95% of the items. Yay, that feels like an accomplishment. I wanted to be able to give you guys an idea of what to try and what not to try, especially if you don't come so often. You want to save your little space in your stomach, you know? You want to save it. It's a valuable space, and you don't want to waste it on something that's not very good. So this is the last item that I have to try, and I'm very excited for this. Best for last? We'll see. I don't know if this will be the best item. It's a very small portion, not a really great value. It was $9.29. It's the Spell Bar from Award Wieners. It's a deep fried Snickers bar that's been dipped in batter. I think it'll be like a funnel cake batter probably. They're probably using their normal funnel cake batter recipe, and then they drizzle some chocolate on top, and they put a healthy dollop of whipped cream on the side, which I love to see, and they put some peanuts too. It says roasted peanuts on the top. It looks like the peanuts might just be crushed up Snickers because I can see some chocolate on the peanuts too. I always like to try all the elements of the dishes. You guys know how I am. I kind of pick them apart and dissect them, but I have to try the whipped cream with the chocolate sauce and the peanuts. That could be a dessert on its own, and I love Disney whipped cream. So I got to see if that's the same whipped cream. It looks like it. It's kind of a cross between Cool Whip and fresh whipped cream. It's really good. Disney whipped cream is the best. Yeah, the description on the app said that it's roasted peanuts on top, but that is definitely just chopped up Snickers bars, which I love. There's nougat in there and caramel. You can tell it's definitely a Snickers bar 100%. That is really good. All right, now I gotta give this a try. It is a pretty small portion. This reminds me of something you'd find at a county fair, so I'm excited for it. I've had deep fried Twinkies and I like those. I've had deep fried Oreos and deep fried cheesecake at different county fairs through the years, but I have never had a deep fried Snickers bar. But as you can see, it is a pretty small portion. It's about as long as one of my index fingers. It's not the biggest portion. It's probably just a regular standard Snickers bar, which I expected it to be, but let's give this a bite. I'm sure it's gonna be delicious. That is fantastic. It's so delicious, so decadent. It is like a funnel cake batter on the outside, so it's crispy, it's kind of fluffy. The Snickers bar has just been melted and destroyed on the inside. Check that out. And it's so good. It's melted into the batter in the best way possible. It's really delicious. I'd highly recommend trying this. It's not a huge portion. You are not gonna wanna split this. It's almost $10. You are going to wanna keep this to yourself and eat it. Trust me, you are not gonna want to split that because it's really darn good. I love the Cool Whip. It cuts through the heaviness of everything. I would have liked a little caramel drizzled on top because I prefer caramel over chocolate sauce, but that's just a personal preference. I like the Snickers there. It adds a crunch on the outside with the whipped cream, and then you get a crunch from the inside peanuts that are melted in there too. The Snickers just melts and kind of soaks into the batter. It's not greasy, and it's not as sweet as you might think it would be. The funnel cake batter is not super sweet, which is nice. It is a sweet dessert overall, but it's not sickly sweet. I love this. This is fantastic. $9.29. You can find this at Award Wieners. This is one of the better things that I ate at DCA dessert-wise for the season, so I'm glad I saved this to last and try it. But look at that. We did it. We're pretty much all done trying the Halloween food, so now I'll put together a DCA foodie guide, but we still have more for this vlog today. We have a lot of merchandise to go look at World of Disney, so we'll head to Downtown Disney right after this. It's cooling down a bit, but it is still darn hot, so I took it easy today, and hopefully the air conditioning in World of Disney is nice today. It's usually really busy in there, and sometimes because all the doors are open, the air conditioning's not that great. It's also a vaulted ceiling in there. The ceiling's really, really high, so I think the air conditioning just doesn't stay in place because it's usually not too cool in there, but I'm sure it'll be cooler than outside. So let's head over there next and check out all the new items merchandise-wise. So here's one of the new items for Veterans Day coming up in November here. This does not have a price, but I believe it's $24.99, maybe $29.99 since it's a bigger mug, but most mugs are $24.99. I like that they're doing this. This is really cool. You have Mickey in the camo, a silhouette of Mickey. It's a nice army green color. It's green on the inside too, but it is white around the rim, which is nice. It's like an off-white around the rim there. And let's check out the back side here. And the back side says honor on it. It's a nice, comfortable mug. I like the grip. The handle on it is wide, so you can fit it in your hand very easily. Sometimes if they're too narrow of a handle, it kind of digs into your finger when you pick them up. That is a nice handle though, and it's a very large cup. You could use this mug as like a soup mug if you wanted, or just for your coffee or tea, whatever you prefer. But it is a very nice mug, very high quality feeling too. I like the color of that one. This black t-shirt is $34.99 and it has the same silhouette of Mickey. The camouflage also has Mickeys in it. If you can see there, let me zoom in just a little bit, get a little closer. See how it has hidden Mickeys within the camouflage itself? I think that's a really nice touch. That's really cool. And it says honor on the front. The big problem about this, first off, it is really soft. It's a nice quality shirt. But the big problem that I noticed right off the bat, you ever had one of those kind of shirts or sweaters that when you wash it, it just attracts all the fuzz and all the little strings and everything, and then you kind of have to use a lint roller on it. This seems to be that type of material. Let me get a little closer here and see if you can see that. See how the black fabric is absolutely covered in little fuzzies all around? That would drive me nuts. It looks like you didn't wash your shirt. It's just that type of material though that attracts fuzzies. So if you got this one, I don't know if it would wash off or if it would just get worse and you'd have to use a lint roller on it. But I have had sweaters and t-shirts in the past where you have to use a lint roller on them, and that totally is a bummer. It's a nice shirt other than that, but I thought I'd point that out because I am observant and that's the first thing that I noticed. This is $79.99. It's the last item for Veterans Day here for the new collection. This is a heather gray jacket. It's about a medium thickness. It'll keep you pretty warm, and it's very soft. It's fleece lined on the inside, so it's really soft. You have the D with the camo, the army green camo there, which is really nice. And let's look at the back. I love the back of this one, so let's check that out real quick. And the back has the Disneyland logo in the army green camo all across the back. That is really nice. It also says authentic, original, established 1955, and it has Mickey Mouse, the same silhouette as the other stuff with his camo on as well. I really like the back of this though, how it says Disneyland. That is really nice. A very good jacket, high quality feeling to it. It's a nice cozy jacket. There's 4 different colors of these long sleeve new shirts that just came out. They're pretty soft. They're really thin though, so they wouldn't be too warm. You could wear it under a sweater or under another shirt or jacket or something too. That's nice though how thin it is. I like them on the thin side like this. They're all identical, but they're all different colors. This is the one that is a very light heather gray, and you have Mickey in the castle. They all have Mickey in the castle center there. They're $44.99. Let's check out the other 3 colors if I can find them all. They're kind of scattered throughout the store here. And each of those long sleeves do have the Disneyland Resort logo down the side there, the regular traditional lettering that goes down the side of the one sleeve, and that's it. They're pretty simple design overall, just the front center Mickey there and the Disneyland on the sleeve. There's also a nice traditional black one there, and the sleeve has a gray Disneyland down it. The castle is gray in this case, same price, same material. It's a thin long sleeve shirt for that one. I just love blue, so this is my favorite. This is a nice color blue. And you have a light blue castle there with Mickey and the light blue Disneyland down the sleeve of that one. That's my favorite just because I really enjoy the color blue. That is a nice blue though. I like that shade. It's very unique. And there's also this yellow one. That's the last one. And it says Disneyland on the sleeve in the same brown. I like that the sleeve font always matches the color of the castle. That's nice that there's 4 different options of that. And it's very soft. It's a really good, high quality long sleeve shirt. Soft and thin. This one is really cute now that we're getting into sweater weather. I love this one. It's Mickey. It's a nice knitted sweatshirt. I don't know if you can see the texture there. Let me kind of get a little closer so you can see the knitted texture there. It's very, very soft. It's heavy and thick too. This one would keep you very warm. $79.99. It's a nice beige color with just the classic Mickey Mouse. He looks so adorable. Wow, that is a really fun sweater too. Very classic Disneyland. It's got a really nice feel to it. Let's see if there's anything on the back, and it's just plain beige on the back there, nothing else. This is $34.99. It's a Sherpa Mickey Ears bucket hat. Isn't that so cute? That would keep your head warm during the winter time. It says Mickey Mouse on the front. It's a cream off-white, almost a true white, but it's a little bit of an off-white there for $34.99. This reminds me of the ones they have at Tokyo Disneyland that are very popular. That is really cute though. I love that. That would go with a lot of different outfits and stuff too, since it's a nice neutral color. I think they have a black one as well, so let's look for the black one. That is really adorable. $34.99 is not too bad too. It'll keep you really warm. It's very soft and cozy. This is also new and it's in the wrong section. There's stuff lying around the store everywhere today. It is a mess in here. People have no manners. It makes me mad when people are so rude. They just leave their discarded items that they don't want to buy on any rack. I mean, there is stuff everywhere. It's totally disheveled in here. I feel really bad for the cast members that people do that. It's like not putting your cart back. It's common decency. Put your cart back, put your items back. Come on, people, do better than that. But anyways, that's just me venting. This I looked for the other day and I didn't find it, but this was just randomly sitting on a shelf, and now I feel like I have to find its home because I don't want to be the one to put it back, even though I found it in the wrong spot. I don't want to put it back in the wrong spot. You know, people will think that I did it. Isn't that cute though? They have that sweater that said pumpkin spice and everything nice. It matches that sweater that just came out. I love this one. That is so adorable. It's weird that Halloween stuff is still coming out this late though. This one is $16.99, but again, it's one of those cheap quality canvas bags. It feels really cheaply made. Unfortunately, I just got to keep it honest, but the design on the front is adorable. Look at Chippendale there. They're like hoarding the pumpkin spice latte, and you have Mickey in his little orange pants that match the pumpkins, all the leaves, and Minnie looks really nice in that off green color. That's a really nice color on her. That is a really cool pouch. I'll have to find its home though. I'm going to carry this with me until I can find where it goes. I'm sure it goes with the Halloween stuff somewhere back in the center of the store. Okay, these were also in the wrong spot, so now I have two items that I picked up and I feel like I have to take them home. I feel an obligation because I don't want to leave them, and a cast member will see me leave them somewhere where I found them and probably be like, oh, that guy was rude. He put them in the wrong place, but these were in the wrong place. These are a brand new black sequins ear. I love the simplicity of them. Probably $34.99. I do think some of the ears went up to $36.99 though. There was a recent price increase. I can check on the app on these. I'd have to check the app because there's no price on them, but I have a feeling these might be $36.99 because I've heard all the regular ears went up $2. But look at how shiny and sparkly those are, and I really like the simple black bow in the center. That ribbon is really nice. Nothing on the back. Again, with the simplicity. I like when things are simple and effective, and again with the hat, how I said earlier, you can match this with a lot of outfits, so it's really versatile, and I think that's really nice to have versatile ears that would just go with a lot of different seasonal clothing. It's not particular to one season. You could wear this any time of year with a lot of different outfits, and I love that. I just checked on the merchandise mobile checkout, and these are $36.99, so I was correct. All the ears did go up $2. There was a very small incremental price increase recently. I am happy to report that I did my duty. I put that back. There's only 3 of those left too, and I don't see the other ones that I showed the other day. But look what I did find over here. This is $19.99, and I think that's a much more appropriate price for a canvas tote bag versus that little pouch that's $16.99. So for $3 more, you can get this whole bag, and I think that bag is so cute. Again, I'm very confused at why Halloween stuff is coming out right now, but pumpkin spice and everything nice. I love that saying. I love the font too. It feels fancy and fun. It's very whimsical. I like the curls on the ends of the P's and the M's there. Very nice font. And then you have the regular Disneyland Resort logo at the bottom. The same design with Chippendale, Mickey, and Minnie looking very cute and very festive for the fall season. This gray fleece jacket is $89.99. It kind of reminds me of the warm fuzzy jackets you used to see in the 90s all the time. I feel like my grandma had a couple of these style jackets with the fleece sleeves there, and it has black on the center, which is nice. It's a full zip jacket, no hoodie on it, but it would warm up your neck. I like when jackets are like that, where they're high on the neck. It also has a little chest pocket, which would be very useful. I love when there's lots of pockets on jackets and sweaters and stuff in general. I like having pouches on hoodies. These these pockets are very large too. You can fit a small book in one of those pockets because they're really wide. It's really soft though. It's a little expensive for $89.99, but that's typical for a Disney jacket, and I feel like it feels like it's high quality, and it just feels really cozy. It would be really nice and warm to wear during winter. You could just kind of snuggle up in that, especially on a rainy day. Let's check the back and see if there's anything on it. Nothing on the back there, but I just love how cozy that is. It's a really fantastic jacket. It feels elevated and higher quality than some of the other jackets. And it's thick and would be very warm too. So it looks like the graphic tees increased in price here. It looks like they're $29.99 each now when you buy two, or $32.99 each. But there's quite a few new ones, so let's take a look at all the new stuff they have. That one is very funny, the Nutcracker. What's her name? Clara? I think Daisy is Clara, and you have the Nutcracker, Donald as the Nutcracker. The Nutquacker, rather. That is really funny. Really adorable too. I like all the snowflakes there. You have the mice up above. That is very nice. That is hilarious that it's the Nutcracker though. It's a nice forest green, definitely reminds me of Christmas. That's a cool shirt. It's a little bit stiff, but it's pretty soft for the most part. I like that one though, that's brand new. Here's another new t-shirt. This one's a navy blue. It looks indigo there, but if you can see, it's actually like a navy blue. I don't know why the backing is such a different color. I won't unfold it, but I just wanted to feel it. It is soft. This one's less stiff than the Nutcracker one, but this is what it looks like once it's unfolded here. It is a goofy shirt. It's kind of random that this just came out. It's not all Christmas stuff that came out. Some normal stuff just came out too. Best Day, Magic, Garsh, Snacks, Disneyland. I like that it has the Matterhorn and Space Mountain. I guess those are Goofy's favorite attractions. Can we assume that? And Small World. I guess he loves Small World. I mean, it makes sense that he loves snacks. The other ones just kind of seem like a random combination of icons there. Oh, Dole Whip too. He loves Dole Whip, and he loves Mickey pretzels and the castle. That is cute though. That's a fun shirt. Here's a new black one that's pretty basic and nice. Disneyland, and you have the Mickey Mouse colors, the classic red and yellow combination, just like his shoes and shorts, as stripes on the front. It says Disneyland Resort, 1955. A little bit of a stiffer shirt, not too soft, but it's not bad. It's right in the middle. This one is very cute. I like the sage green stuff that they've been coming out with lately. It's the same material as the other shirt before. It's not too soft, but it's not bad by any means. It's a little bit thin, which is nice. I prefer them on the thinner side. And you have Daisy. It says always on the naughty list. Tisk, tisk, Daisy. You should not always be on the naughty list. I guess she's kind of saying that in a cheeky way. Donald for sure would always be on the naughty list. He's so angry all the time. And her list says Donald at the top. That must be the naughty list that she's holding. And Donald is at the very top of the naughty list. That's not good. Donald, you need to get it together, man. But look at the snowflakes. That is really, really cute. It says Disneyland at the bottom there in a darker green. I love the sage green though. This is a nice shirt. I don't think there's anything on the back. Nothing on the back of this one, just the front there with Daisy. I love all Daisy merchandise, and this is awesome. So they don't have it hanging up, they have it folded, and I can refold these, but I just don't want to have to try to unfold it and hold it without a hanger. I always do refold my clothes though, don't worry. I don't leave it a mess like other people are doing today. You really should see this store today. It's chaotic in here. It's really busy, but it is so messy. There's just stuff hung and thrown everywhere though, and people don't want it. You just need to take it back. But anyways, I digress. They do have a Donald one. I was wondering about that. This is what it looks like when it's unfolded here. It says always on my nice list. Disneyland, and Daisy's at the top. I get it as a couple shirt here, but I feel like it could be switched, right? But I don't know. I guess because he's holding the nice list and Daisy's on it, it's implying that he's on the naughty list because she's holding the naughty list and Donald's on the top. But they are very cute shirts. I love that sage green. That is just awesome. Very adorable shirts. See, someone just left this shirt just in a pile right here like that. What a mess. I'm going to refold that and then I'll record it. I'll show you guys. This one's really cute though. It's a Pooh shirt. I have to do my duty today. I have to do my diligent duty. So I will refold this and be a good Samaritan. There, that looks much nicer now that I folded it up. I like to leave things a little better than I found it, you know? It takes leave no trace a little step further. Pick up all the garbage that you find and stuff. I'm just that type of person. It's in my nature. But this is a nice soft shirt too. This one is really, really cute. It's a Pooh Christmas one. He's reading Winter Wonderland, the book. That sofa looks very comfortable. And look at the Christmas tree in the background. It's very simple and I love that. Nothing on the back of this one. Just a really nice t-shirt. I like how they have them displayed made so you can see them, so you don't need to unfold them if you want to just look and browse at them. And it adds more t-shirts too, because there's not enough room to hang all the t-shirts up, but they always have room to fold them and put a little backing on it like that to show you what it looks like. Very adorable. I only see this one in kid sizes. I don't see adult sizes, and this does not have a price on it either. It's a giant wreath with all the characters. A Mickey wreath. Oh yeah, look at Donald has the naughty on. Shouldn't Daisy have the nice though? Goofy has nice on his shirt in this case. I thought Daisy was the one that was supposed to be nice. Now the consistency is slipping. But Chip and Dale holding the ornaments there. Oh, that is so cute. I love the castle in the center and all the snowflakes around. It says merriest place on earth, Disneyland Resort. They need to make this in adult sizes, not just kid sizes, but this is only in youth from what I've seen. This navy blue one says, "'Tis the season." I like all of that. It's like gingerbread cookies and snowman marshmallows. That is cool how each letter is different there. Wow, that is really cute. They need to make this in adult sizes too. Oh, look at that. The holiday heist featuring Chip and Dale. They have stolen the cookie and they're very happy about it. They're going to end up on the naughty list if they stole that cookie. It could be their cookie, but where would they get a cookie from? I don't think they baked that themselves. It says Disneyland Resort on the bottom there. The big holiday heist of 2025. That is a really cute shirt. We need adult sizes though, not just youth for that one, but it is very nice. These shirts you can't even look at because someone just threw their jacket or something on top of there. But this is what these two look like. Have a very Merry Christmas. Isn't that so endearing and adorable? Oh, Reindeer Eeyore. I love Reindeer Eeyore. And Pooh, look at Pooh Santa right there. And Tigger is an elf. Isn't that funny? They have gifts. It says Disneyland Resort. This is such a traditional color scheme also. I believe these are youth shirts. I don't think they have them in adult sizes. I'll double check on that though real quick. Yeah, these are both youth sizes only. It says Happy Holidays in the toy blocks. And you have Woody, Jesse, Rex, and Buzz. Rex is a reindeer in this case. That is very cute. And the ornaments, the little alien ornaments, very, very funny. These are really cute shirts. I love both of these. Oh, you guys know I love Hey Hey. I love me some Hey Hey. I think he is just one of the funniest, most goofy characters out there. That is so cute. This is a nice color. It's a nice gray color, a heather gray. But let's look. It's kind of like bordering on the silver side. It's nice. But let's look at it unfolded here. So that's what the shirt looks like when it's unfolded. It has Hey Hey sleeping, and it says ready to hit the Hey Hey. Get it? That is pretty funny. Pretty punny, I should say. This is part of the graphic tee collection. So these are $29.99 if you buy two or more, or $32.99 each if you just buy a single one. This is new. These look like they run really small. They're crop tops. They say Disneyland established 1955. It's an off-white ringer tee, which is nice. $39.99. Those are really nice quality. They kind of have a stretchy feel to them, so they stretch larger than they look, but they do look like the sizes run pretty small. This is a medium, and I thought it was a youth size at first because it's so tiny. And on the back of this one, it says Park Hopper. I like the cursive font there. It's embroidered in, and it's kind of a shiny navy blue stitching there. That is really nice. The thread is really nice on that. This is new. This is $19.99. It's a black canvas tote bag. It matches the t-shirt that they had come out with a long time ago. That t-shirt came out in like July. It was a long time ago with the original Halloween stuff. It says fall vibes. I remember this one specifically because I commented on the Mickey football. It's just funny, football and Disney don't always go hand in hand. But football is a fall activity. I like the pie and the ghosts. Look at the ghosts. The mini candy corn. It's got a little mini bow on the candy corn. Very, very cute. I like that bag. $19.99 for that one. This is a brand new Mickey pumpkin. That is very cute. Is it Minnie? I thought it was Mickey upon first impression, so I'm going to stick with that. It's a really nice sweater. It's a really nice hoodie. It is $69.99, but it is so weird that this just came out. This just came out a couple of days ago, and Halloween is almost here. We have like a week and a half until Halloween, so you don't really have too long this season to wear it. I mean, you can wear it any time, but I don't know why they didn't just manufacture this earlier in the season and release it, because it's really nice and really cute. It's a big Mickey pumpkin patch on the front there. That is a really adorable adorable patch, and it says Disneyland Resort and a silvery white thread on the front. It's very shiny, the thread is. I love when the thread is shiny. That is nice. That is a really cool hoodie. I don't think there's anything on the back. Nothing on the back. It's just plain black. It's fleece lined, so it's fairly soft on the inside. It's just a really nice and cozy hoodie. I would wear this one all the time. This is new. This is $29.99. Let me move it so you can see Olaf's silly eyebrows there. Look at his little tooth, his buck tooth sticking out of the front, and his carrot nose. That is very warm. It's a nice cap. It would be really soft and warm to wear on your head. It's very, very fuzzy. I love that. Kind of reminds me of Anna's braids, right? Is that what they're going for? These are like Anna's braids from the movie. I love that though. A little Frozen hat for you if you like Olaf. That is very silly but very fun. $29.99. Nothing on the back, just Olaf's goofy face on the front. There's 2 new of these fuzzy little books. They are so fuzzy and so darn soft. It's ridiculous. Like, they have no right being that soft. It's really, really cute. They are $29.99 though, and that seems a little bit expensive. Look at Stitch. He's got stars in his eyes and the planets around him. Nothing on the back, just Stitch on the front. But the inside has some blank pages. It's split into thirds, so it's like blank pages, and then it has graph paper, and then it has dotted pages as well. But it is a nice notebook. I think it's just a little bit too pricey for that. Look at how cute the inside is. That's the blank pages there with sunglasses. 2 different versions of Stitch there. I love him playing his ukulele, and the pineapple up in the corner. That is really nice. I like that. It looks like the first half of the book is the blank pages, and then you have some graph paper here. I don't know if people really use graphing paper for anything, maybe for drawing or something, but I don't think kids use that too often anymore. And Stitch lying and looking up at the sky. And you also have this dotted paper here with Stitch and Angel looking cute as ever. They also have an alien one for Toy Story. Let's look at the inside. This one's also $29.99. You have the alien in the saucer, and the alien also going, ooh. There's what the dotted papers look like, the spaceship claw machine, and that's the graphing paper with the Pixar ball, and the little alien with his rocket jetpack flying through the air. Thank you guys for coming along with me today. I had such a great day despite the heat. I just took it slow and stayed in the air conditioning when possible. It cools down much earlier. It's almost dark too, and it's just after 5, but we do change time. We fall back in 2 weeks from now, so it'll be dark by this time. Like, it'll be dark, which is so weird to think of. It always catches me off guard each fall when we do the time change. I do like it getting dark earlier though. It's nice and cool and very pleasant. I'm gonna continue walking around the park and just getting some steps in. It's busy, but the weather is really, really nice. So I'm just gonna walk around until traffic clears. But we did it. We finally tried all the Halloween food. I started on August 22nd, and here I am almost 2 months later. I finally finished all the Halloween foodie guide for all the new items. That was no easy task because I'm only one person. I only have one stomach, but that was so much fun to try everything. I'm gonna do that with all the seasons. I always do, but I'll do that with all the holiday stuff that comes out on November 14th. We do have a little less time with the holiday season though, from November 14th until the beginning of January. Halloween went on for so long. It gave me plenty of time to kind of dilly-dally and try a couple of items here and there, but we tried everything. I really like the cream cheese jalapeno Hawaiian rolls that we had today. It was sweet and spicy and creamy. The everything bagel seasoning on the top was great. Those were really good. For $9, I thought that was a good portion. They were filling because the cream cheese is really heavy. For me, they were great because I love Hawaiian rolls and I love jalapenos and I like cream cheese, so they were great. The Oogie Boogie Cookie was just a skip. It was cute, but that was all it had going for it. It was just for looks. It was pretty dry and pretty bland, quite frankly. It didn't really have a lot of chocolate chips in it. It didn't have a heavy chocolate flavor. It was just really plain and dried out. Not a good cookie by any means, but a very cute cookie. And the Spell Bar from Award Wieners was fantastic. That was so delicious. I want to eat that one again. Deep fried, not too greasy, but a heavy dish, but it was very, very good. It had melted Snickers on the inside, so it had the caramel, the nougat, the nuts, everything on the inside was just great. I like the batter too. It was like a funnel cake batter on the outside. Just a really good snack. A small portion for $9, almost $10, but it was really delicious. I love that, and I would get that one again. Sometimes with Disney, when it rains, it pours. They came out with so much merchandise. So thank you guys for watching. watching today. I appreciate that. We checked out a ton of merchandise at World of Disney. Everything from Christmas to Halloween stuff to just generic Mickey stuff. It was really fun to look at it. Look at this little Stitch that my friend got me from Disneyland Paris when she went. Isn't that cute? His mouth looks like a bat too. He's a little Stitch pumpkin. I wish they sold that here. I wore him today on my backpack though, and I noticed that he really matches the shirt perfectly. He's the exact same shade of orange as the shirt, and I think that is so adorable. She got me all Stitch stuff, so she definitely knows that I love Stitch. I do love Stitch, but thank you guys. Happy Halloween. I'm glad we got through all the food. I hope you guys take care, and I'll see you real soon.